Hello, my name is Jess and I am 9 years sober, and today I want to talk about being bad at stuff because I think being bad at stuff is very, very important to go be able to do. In terms of sobriety, we are walking out of addiction, recovery, all of that, and our self-esteem is probably fairly low, right? We are taking stock about the wreckage from our past and we're saying, oh crap, I don't really know much about anything. And then on top of that, our egos are going to be like, well, I was right about everything. Okay, I was right about blah, blah, blah. And to be fair, you might have been right about everything. But right and happiness don't necessarily equal in the same equation, right? So when we allow ourselves to be bad at things, and I want you to actually pick something, like pick a little hobby or an activity that you know that you suck at, that you have no business doing. For me, I picked beatboxing, but maybe you go buy a yo-yo or a Rubik's Cube or something like that, knitting, crocheting, maybe you start planting seeds, start a little garden, right? Whatever it is, pick something that you know that you're awful at. And I want you to observe your progression over time. Spend 10 minutes, messing around with your seeds, spend 10 minutes yo-yoing, spend 10 minutes beatboxing, whatever it is. And I want you to experience the progression of yourself getting better. And what it ends up being is it's a practice in humility and humbleness, right? It's a practice in I don't know everything. It's a practice in I have the opportunity to learn. It's a practice in I have the ability to say I don't know everything, okay? And all of those little tiny lessons that we learn from messing around with the Rubik's Cube that we cannot solve allows us to take those same concepts and apply it to the process of doing the inner work. Because we will not know at the very beginning, we will not know how to communicate our emotions. We will not know how to describe our feelings. We will not know how to communicate healthy boundaries. We will not know how to set boundaries. We will not know what boundaries even are for us until we get explosively rageful one day and we're like, what the hell was that, right? So we want to make sure that we are able to allow ourselves to be bad at the external, right? Be bad at knitting, because we need to understand that we are going to also be bad at the inner work too. And if we stop ourselves from doing the inner work because we don't know what to do with our hands when we're giving an apology, then we're not going to move forward in it, okay? So take the lessons that you're learning from being really, really bad at doing something, drums, surfing, whatever it may be. Take those lessons and apply them to about emotion, like gaining emotional intelligence, gaining mental health awareness, gaining spiritual awareness, okay? We are going to be bad at stuff. And the best thing that you can do is just accept it. One thing that I really like talking about is my perspective when I walk into rooms. And mind you, I co-founded a nonprofit when I was 26. I was a chief marketing officer for 7 years. Like, I've been good at stuff too. But one of the things that I really try to do, even though I've had, fairly, high up positions in my life, is this. Any room I walk into, I want to be the dumbest, I want to be the most broke, and I want to be the person that asks the most questions in a room. And when I have those three things in my head as I walk into a room, it takes all of the pressure off. I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm allowing people to try to impress me. And then when people are talking, I get to sit there and glean all of the wisdom, all of the advice, all of the learnings, all of the things that they're trying to communicate with me. I'm just absorbing that at light speed because I am not tense in my body. I am not trying to just listen to respond to a conversation. I'm not trying to one-up anyone, okay? I'm just there being a dumb human trying to learn. And when you do that, you learn faster, you learn smarter, and you'd be surprised, but a lot of people like talking about themselves, and you learn way more when you're just sitting there allowing somebody to think that you're just a dum-dum. You'd be surprised how further along in life you get when you just pretend like you're dumb. Anyway, so Go be bad at stuff, go actually be bad at stuff, and watch yourself progress and quantum leap, right? Across all of these barriers, because you're allowing yourself to just relax into the process. That's all it really is. All right, guys, take care.